Bam, we are officially in February, you guys. This is the month of love, and it is going to be wonderful. February statistically has been the best month, or one of the best months in my business. I promoted to pink and green in February's. It's great because people are rebounding from the holiday hangover. They're finally starting to stabilize in their finances from overspending in December. So now they're starting to get their taxes back. It's really starting to regenerate the economy in February. So it really is a great time to get out there and start getting those party hostesses and getting those sales. I want to go over just quickly what's going on this month, because we didn't have a team call last February, or on the 1st last week, because it was my son's birthday party. But I'm sure you all know at this point the Kudos. It's a limited edition, berry colored quad palette. It can be bought by itself, or it can be bought in the Kudos with a blush and the fluffy crease brush. Now with the blush, there's 3 new colors of blush that are out. They're all shimmer blushes. So you'll want to just be mindful when helping customers select the blushes, because not everybody likes shimmer, and you want to just ask them. That's called customer service. Do you like shimmer or no? Or nah? Okay, so that's a way that you're making sure that you're helping them pick something that they're truly gonna love. And then also there is a new angled blush brush as well, which is a great upsell, because you add that on to the Kudos and that makes it a $100 order, and that gets them qualified for free shipping, right? So don't be afraid to upsell. Don't be afraid to tell them you're only a few dollars away from free shipping. A lot of people realize that if they're going to spend almost $6 in shipping. Doesn't it make sense to get a product and then get the shipping for free? It's almost like a discount on the product, because they were going to pay that money anyway. And I mean, you tell me free shipping and I'm going to add something on anyway. Yep. Also, I wanted to talk, there's a Hostess Rewards, because we were talking about parties. There's a Hostess Reward bundle. It's a special heart bag with a splash lipstick and a lip gloss. It's just an incentive for hostesses. It's really nice. If the party is $300 or more, then they get that for free on top of their rewards. So that's a really great incentive for them to do it. And then another thing that I wanted to just point out really quick is the presenter YCash promotion for the Do Something New or whatever it is in 2019, where the presenters get $100 in YCash broken up into 4 $25 increments over the course of their first year in the business, as long as they stay active. That only applies to brand new presenters, not people that were previously a presenter and are re-signing. So anybody that was an old presenter and now they're trying to get the kid again because it's been 6 months, they do not qualify for that promotion. Only new, brand spanking new presenters that have never joined before qualify for that promotion. And I know a couple of you have seen other presenters post things like, if you're a former presenter, drop a heart in the comments for a surprise. That is not the surprise, because you will have a lot of disgruntled people and they find out they don't get the $100 YCash because they rejoined. Okay. The surprise is, I don't know, the exclusive bundle of skincare, or I don't know what they're doing, but hopefully it's not lying to people, because that would be a travesty. Okay, now I wanted to talk about one other thing of segueing lying to people. I have three pages of notes today because we weren't here last week, and so I've been just accumulating. The skincare has launched, and we all have had a chance to be using the skincare for a little while. I want you to be very particular about the images that you are sharing, because Some presenters photo filter the hell out of their stuff, and you don't want to be misrepresenting what the product actually does. And also on that same frame, you don't want to be photo filtering. You don't want to be misrepresenting what we're selling, right? So give honest pictures before and after, unedited. This is what my skin looked like before. This is what my skin looked like now. I have seen some circulating that it is so obvious that it has been photo filtered. I mean, their brows are 2 shades lighter. Nobody's brows get 2 shades lighter in 7 days. I mean, I'm not stupid, and neither are your customers. Okay, so anybody that feels like they need to do that, integrity is so important in this business. So not only should we not be photo filtering our stuff to hell and back, but we also need to be watching what we're sharing to make sure that we feel like it's, one, somebody we know and trust, and two, that it's as close to realistic as possible, right? So we're not setting our customers up for feeling like they're not getting the results that you got. All right, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because the photo filtering thing is getting out of hand, I think. You know, when the from here up and the nose disappears, come on. You can tell. You can totally tell. All right. It's obvious to anybody that looks at the photos. You might think that you're doing some magic trickery, but you are not. Everybody knows. Okay, that was a little harsh, but I love you guys. I don't think there's anything wrong with photo filters. Put a filter on it if it's your profile picture. Put a filter on it if you're putting a quote on it. But if you're literally doing a before and after, no photo filter. Okay, let them see true and accurate representation. All right, almost 1 page down.
Yay.
So I wanted to talk about the rest of this is mostly going to be about recruiting, because we had such a big success last month in recruiting. Many of you qualified for the hat. I think we added like 10 or 12 people last month, so that was really good. I want to keep that momentum and also offer you guys some clarity and some confidence. Remember that post that I made this morning? Clarity, confidence, and competence. So I'm hopeful that this next little part will give you one of those 3 C's. Either some clarity, some confidence, or some confidence. All right, don't say that too fast, or else it'll all sound like one word. I was watching a training by Bob Heilig. I don't know if you guys have ever watched him. Bob Heilig is a master network marketing trainer. He gets paid thousands and thousands of dollars to educate people on how to be successful in network marketing. He talks about this strategy called picking apples. And this is how you can recruit, and I wanted to share that with you guys. He said that there are 3 kinds of apples. When you go apple picking, there are 3 kinds of apples that you could put into your basket. The first one would be red apples. And those are the people that they just come to you. They just jump in your basket. They're like, I want to be on your team. I want to get the kit. Tony, where's Tony? Tony messaged me out of the blue and was like, I want to sign up. I never talked to her about it before. Some people just already know what they want. Those are red apples. Those are people that don't need to be convinced. They don't need to think about it. They're not going to dance around in circles, doing a rain dance, hoping they're going to make money for it. They're just ready to go. Okay, red apples. The next kind is green apples. So green apples are the kind of people that are going to take a little bit of time finessing. You know, the kind that you need to turn into pie, because they're not like super sweet. You don't really just want to eat them by themselves, but with a little bit of love and a little bit of time, you can turn them into something amazing, right? These are the people that if you asked on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to joining? They gave you a number in between 2 and 8. That would make them a green apple. They're on the fence. They still have some reservations, but the conversation is still moving and grooving, and you can still kind of work with them. The third kind of apple is rotten apples. And these are the people that are incredibly negative. They don't have anything nice to say. When you reach out to them, they're like, oh, network marketing is so lame, whatever. Don't be afraid to cut bait and run. If somebody is being negative, you don't want them on your team anyway. Why would you invite a rotten apple onto your team knowing that all they're going to do is start to infect all the other apples? Okay, so allow yourself to take some posture and say, this is my team. Just like your life, you're not going to hang out with toxic energies. This is my team. I'm being selective on who I want in my team. Watch out for those negative, rotten apples. You don't have to take everybody onto your team. Don't look desperate and all. It's open door for everybody. Be deliberate about who you're targeting to recruit for your team, and they will give you some dead giveaways. If they're negative, look at their posts. If their posts over the last couple of months have been super nasty or super inappropriate or all the way political, you might want to just reevaluate whether or not they would be a good fit for the team.
Come on, sit down.
Okay, because you get that choice, you get that say, and I don't want you to feel obligated to just accept anyone and everyone. Okay, so using the apple picking method, you're going to be able to go through your messenger conversations and almost categorize people a little bit, like red apple, green apple, rotten, bye Felicia. Okay, and then you will spend red apples. You don't have to spend any time on because they already know. Okay, green apples is where you want to chunk most of your recruiting time, building those relationships, and that's where we're segueing to. How do you build those relationships, or how do you get them to a place where they're ready to say yes? Okay, so like I said in my post earlier this morning, if you didn't see it, most people aren't successful in this business because of clarity, a lack of clarity. They don't understand what they need to do, or they don't understand what their vision is. They are lacking in confidence. They don't feel like they'd be a good leader or whatever, or they're lacking in confidence. So they just haven't learned this, or competence. So they just haven't learned the skills yet, right? The people that you're recruiting are battling those same three things. Either they don't have clarity and they don't understand what this business is about because their cousin's brother's uncle told them that it was a scam, and now they just think all MLMs are scams and pyramid schemes. That's a lack of clarity. Okay, they don't know about it, or they don't have confidence. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't think that they have anything to give. They don't feel like they're good at makeup skills, and they're not as pretty as other people. So they have to build that confidence. That when you can start to see what it is that they're missing, now you know how to fix like that your approach to them to target their concern, right? And then the last one would be competence. I'm going to get this right by the end of this live. I'm not even drinking. This is hot tea, in case y'all were wondering. The last one is competence, right? They just don't feel like they'd be good at sales or whatever. It's not something they've ever done before. They just don't feel like they'd be confident at it. That's not my skill set, right? So those are the three primary things. I want to go through some of those objections so that we can kind of, maybe you could see how my verbiage to them would help you, right? Sometimes scripts are great. Like an example, if someone says to you, I don't have time, that's a clarity issue. The question then should be, well, how much time do you think it takes to do this business? Put it back on them. Okay, how much time do you think it takes? Because then you're going to peel back the onion, and it's going to give them an opportunity to say something probably crazy like, I don't know, 20 hours, 30 hours a week. And we all know that's not the case. We all know you can chunk it up into 30-minute increments here and there. And that's exactly what you would say in response. That's ludicrous. I work a full-time job. I've got 2 kids. I do this business in 30-minute spurts here and there where it fits into my schedule. Right? That was a lack of clarity. They had an assumption about what this business takes, and your job is to help them get clarity around it. Okay? Another example would be something like, I don't want to bother my friends. That is an issue with confidence. They feel like whatever they would be doing would be a burden. Okay, they feel like whatever they were doing would be inconvenient to people. They don't feel confident in it, because if you're confident in something, you're not bothering people, you're giving them a gift. So then your question should be, why do you think you would be bothering your friends? Peel back the onion, right? Always ask the question so that you can help figure out, unlock the combination to their concern. And then the last one, this is the biggest one, and this is why I wanted to make sure this one was on here. I don't have the money. Raise your hand if you've heard that one before. We've all heard that. I would join up, but I don't have the money, right? I hear it all the time. Here's the question. This is it's kind of a competence thing, but it's kind of like the trifecta of like all three things. They just aren't sure that they'd be successful, so that they think that they're going to lose money. Right? So it's kind of a confidence thing. They think that they're going to lose money because they don't know how to be successful at the business. If money wasn't an option, would you sign up today? Let them answer. Almost all of them are going to say yes, right? Because they've already given you your excuse. Okay, great. I've got this amazing strategy to help you launch your business incredibly strong. When do you think you could have the money so I could give you this strategy and you can start recouping your investment right away? Okay, so now you're asking her to give you a date. So it's either she just doesn't have the money, and that's true, or she was lying. And now she's going to have to either backpedal or give you an actual date. Okay, so let's dig deeper into that just a little bit. So let's just say I had that conversation with somebody today, and she said, I could probably do it on the 21st. That's when I get my next paycheck. Okay, great. 21st, I'm putting that in my calendar. We're going to reconnect on the 21st. In the meantime, this is what I want you to do. Since you have no more reservations and you're totally going to sign up on the 21st, I want you to sit down over the next couple of days and make a list of 20 people that love you, would want to support you, that you could probably ask to host a party and it not feel, it not be a big deal. Okay? Ask them to make a list of 20. So now what you're doing is you're helping them see that they have people in their lives that support them. You're helping them get a head start for when they jump in, and today you signed up. Great. Now you already got your list of 20. Now let's go out and start reaching out to those 20, because now you can buy. Now they can buy. Now they can host. Now they can do whatever. Okay. And here's how you find out if it was bullshit or not. In a week, you follow up. Hey girl, how's that list coming? They've either done it or they haven't. Okay? There is no middle ground. They've either started a list. I don't care if they've even got one name. Even one name is something. They've either started it or they haven't. And if they haven't, then what they were saying about money was a lie. So now you got to go back to the drawing board and start over to find out what the true answer is. Okay? Because it's not a money issue at that point. Because if it was the money issue and they were truly committed to going all in, they would have started to take action, because they know they're going to sign up. Right? And Marie promised me that this is going to be the way to like launch strong. I'm going to do it. Okay. So it doesn't mean you cut them out. It doesn't mean you stop working with them. It just means that you need to go back and take a couple steps back and see if you can rework that into what's going on in their life and figure out what's happening. Does all of that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So I wanted to add on to this just a little bit about the third-party video. So a lot of you are using the third-party video, and I think it's working out great for many of you. I hope that it's at least getting people closer when they get a chance to watch my video. It's taking the pressure off of you guys to have to do all the heavy lifting. At least that's what I've heard from you guys in our side conversations. I wanted to talk about the follow-up of them watching the video. So let's finesse that just a little bit. What I say because I use a third-party recruiting tool as well, just so you guys know. I'm not just like telling you to do something I'm not doing. You want to say, what did you love? What did you love leads them in a positive direction, right? Not what did you think, because that's a wishy-washy, lukewarm question. What did you love? So now their brain is processing likes, pleasure, emotion that is positive, okay? You always want to keep pushing them towards a positive emotion. Sidebar, most people don't buy because of logic. They don't buy because the numbers look right. Some people do, the green personalities. Most people buy things from emotion because they feel connected to it. Okay, so you want to keep their emotions connected. What did you love? Love is an emotion. You want to use words that create a sense of, feeling. Okay. Now, this is another question that you can ask them. I'm giving you a lot of scripts tonight, so you might want to watch this on playback later and write it down if you're not writing them down now. Now that I've given you some of this information, do you feel like you're a fit for our team? That gives you so much posture. You immediately look like you are a leader. If this is a two-way relationship, I'm a leader. Do you feel like you would be a fit for our team? Now she's questioning whether she's good enough. Not that you're chasing her, not that you're begging like selling oranges on the street. Somebody please buy something from me. No, you are stepping into your recruiting tactics and language with posture, with strength. I'm a leader. Do you feel like you bring something to this? Do you feel like you would be a good fit? All businesses interview people and ask them if they feel like they would be a good fit. Why don't we?
Right. Yep.
This is a business. This is my business. If I was working anything else, I would ask that question. Why do the principles not apply to this? They do apply. Okay? So do you feel like you'd be a fit for our team? Now that you met Marie, and now that you see what she's about and you already know me, do you feel like you'd be a good fit for our team?
That's really good.
Okay. So that's a great question to ask them just to kind of get things going. And then, like I was saying about emotions, this is the last script that I'm going to give you guys. And then we're going to finish up because it's already been 30 minutes. It just goes by so fast when you've got all this goodness. Okay. This is the last script, and I love this one because it 100% is how I feel as a leader, how I act as a person. Remember, I told you I'm very compassionate. Empathy is my it's my compass. Like, I just love real hard like that. Once you start to network with these green apples and you start to find out about their lives, you start to know their kids' names, or at least one of their kids' names, and you call all their kids the same name, whatever your thing is. Once you start to know what they need in their life, whether they need money, whether they need some girl time, whether they need, I don't know, whatever they need, a vacation, whatever. Your script could be from a place of love. And you say, I care about you enough, and I know that you need, insert whatever, $500 a month. I care about you so much. I know that this business could change your life and give you $500 a month, but you need to do what your heart and mind tell you to do. Okay, so now you're putting it back on her and telling her that she needs to do what her heart and mind are telling her to do, but only after you've told her that this business can give her the thing that she's missing. Does that make sense? Yep. So now she's at this crossroads where she's either going to accept or reject that thing.
Yep.
Do you see what's happening there? Because, like, say I was talking to Amber. Amber, I know you need some more girl time in your life, and I care so much about you, and I know that you would get that from this team, but you need to do what your heart and mind tell you to do. Ultimately, you can't make them sign up. They're the ones that are going to have to make the final decision. All you're doing is presenting it in a way that lets them know that it's goodness that they're going to get on the other side.
That's good.
Okay. I care about you so much. I know that you need this, and I know this business can do it for you, but you have to do what feels best in your heart and in your mind. Okay. And that empowers her too. It empowers her to really think about what she needs in her life. Is it true that she needs $500 a month? I don't know. Maybe not. And that's the last piece. Bless and release. You could do all of these things. You could do every single script just right, and they could still say no. And at that point, you have to be willing to just let it go without getting your feelings hurt, without taking it personal, and just know that it was at least an opportunity for you to refine your approach. It's either not their time or a blessing in disguise because they weren't meant for you and your team.
That's good.
Okay. Questions?
So can I ask what a third party, I haven't heard of that, Marie. Third party.
We can add you to that group. The third-party recruiting tool, Tina, is a video that I made. It's 5 minutes long. And we talked about it in the team call maybe like a month ago or something like that. So the system is that you add them to this private group. You ask them first if they would be willing to watch a video. Once they say yes, then you add them to this private group and you tag them in my video. So now they're going to get to hear from me, an orange status presenter that's in the top 1% of the company, regional speaker, trainer, whatever you want to, however you want to like explain me to them. I'm someone that has actually had some success in this business. So I deserve, you know what I mean? So it gives me a little bit of edification to them.
Right.
Then they watch it, or, you know, you tag them in it. Then you follow up with them. What did you think of the video? That's the third-party recruiting tool. So you're giving them a chance to meet and hear from someone else other than you to get another perspective about the business.
Okay, that makes sense. That would be awesome.
You got it. All right. I hope that was valuable. I felt like it was when I was writing down notes. I was like, ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Are we good?
Yep.
All right. Does anybody else need anything before we hop off? All right, babes. Love you. Love your show. Go out there and do something amazing. I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Good night.